Breaking news.
Welcome to Org News and the T. I got everything here that you need to know about orgs and all the current happenings. I'll be separating this video into different categories. We're going to have the PvP org category, then we're going to be having the notable mention shit tier org category, and then we'll have the shit tier org category. So listen in, and maybe your org's one of these. Now, before I get started, at the time of this video, it was just released that Buzzcut Psycho was confirmed a racist and a bigot. So, in today's terms, I think we call it bigot. But apparently, he puts out PvP videos, and I would suggest that you unfollow him and follow me. All right, let's look at this. Would you even want to take PvP advice from someone that's not even in the PvP community? That is all I have to say about Buzzcut. Dog water. Alright, the long-awaited PvP org category. The first org of business is Ramming Department. It has been confirmed that Ramming Department still possibly rams. It's also been rumored that they are the best Star Citizen community Tarkov players. For those of you who don't know, Space Cutlet is a part of Ramming Department, even though we don't know who the fuck that is. They have also been accused and are highly efficient at stream sniping Crime Stat 5 bounties while bounty hunting.
Release the Kraken!
No, Echo, there's a...
Oh, we should get out of here then. There's probably a whole bunch of ram guys coming. Yeah, there's no way, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Time to abandon ship, my friends. Yep, and then you just do this.
I've also recently had the pleasure of joining Ramming Department's comms, and let me tell you, it'll scare the shit out of you. There's more yelling than the last episode of the Jersey Shore, but somehow, these guys just get it done. I don't know how they do it. Anyway, next org. For our next org, we have AVS, stands for Avenger Squadron, home of Avenger 1, and all of the 669 A's that they have. AVS is a good place to get PvP training if you're a new player. You can watch some of AV1's videos and get training from one of their A's. They've also recently just offered a new training course on the art of combat logging when you're a criminal. Now keep in mind, if you do train with them, you are suspect to start claiming you're getting third-partied when you're third-partying. It appears that the famed LRPD has been making its rounds around the verse.
License and registration, please.
However, unlike our favorite Super Trooper, the LRPD hasn't touched grass in years. It's funny because the comparison to Super Troopers is a fitting one for LR because they keep on coming back out on top. We do suspect that the reason for this is because they speak in tongues in group fights. Alright, enough of this trash org. Also, I forgot to mention, everybody knows waffles are way better than pancakes. Pax Mortis has just changed the name of their general chat channel in their Discord to the Coliseum, due to all the salt and chat PvP that goes on there. Now, while they do have a channel called the Coliseum for chat PvP, most of the PvP seems to be in their Sodium Nuggets channel. It actually got so bad that their moderators are worse than the Atmo esports moderators, and currently there's a cooldown on that channel. Free stank. Buttery for mod. Besides that, they are still taking applications from disgruntled med runners and are accepting anybody with flight sticks and a pulse. There's not much news concerning Black Fleet as of recent, and we assume that's because with that many papas, the child support bills are probably pretty high. Next we have Grim42. Our friends over at Grim42 seem to be making quite a comeback. I love to see that. For a while, we assumed that the 42 stood for the amount of points they would usually score in BR, but now it's confirmed. It's the amount of Jonathan Winter videos you need to watch before joining the org. Now let's transition from the PvP org category to the notable mention shit tier org category. Now the first group in the notable mention shit tier org category is Shadow Moses. Now, I don't even know what the fuck a Shadow Moses is. It sounds like a fucking biblical ninja. But if they're anything biblical, I would assume that they follow a set of commandments. And the first commandment would probably be, thou shalt steal kills in BR. See, it's been confirmed that Shadow Moses is a sub-tier alpha org made up of men wearing pink shirts. We haven't seen them much because I think they're EU or something. But when we do see them, they're usually on alts padding their KD. I guess to get on the top of the leaderboards or something. Anyway, they've backstrafed themselves right out of the PvP org category. But it makes sense though, because they have to call an AVS anytime they get in a brawl in the PU. And if they don't have the numbers, don't worry, they'll all log out, because they don't want the fight.
Our arrows will blot out the sun.
Now, I would put Vanguard in the PvP category since they do have some good pilots. Now, it's not because they pip-wiggled backstrafe their way out of that category. It's because their org is filled with bobs. I mean, legit bobs. It has been confirmed that Vanguard has a missile division where they will backstrafe missile you into oblivion. Now, hold on to your hats, everybody. We do have a champion in the house. These backstrafing extraordinaires just snagged the Maestro of Retro Retreat title. These undisputed champs can dance their way around a fight even while gliding backwards like a boss. Now, if you'd like missile training, they do offer it in their Discord. However, be advised, their Discord is confusing as shit. I mean, look at these titles. Like, what is this? Like, what do these ranks even mean? They have 10,000 ranks. What even is that? Anyway, join Vanguard today if you'd like some missile training. Now, there is a famed pirate organization called Mongr Squad. They actually don't use Discord. They use the app called Guilded. Now, the reason for this is because they are too scared to mingle with the community, let alone the PvP community, which I think they should switch that up because they could take some advice from the PvP community. Because at this point, when you come across Mongr Squad, they're like shooting fish in a barrel. But who knows? Some say the lack of skill is a result of half the org breaking off and creating their own org, as the leader of Mongr Squad lost a game of 4D chess. Since we're on the pirate topic, the most notable and up-and-coming pirate org is Iron Point. Iron Point boasts some half-decent competent pilots and work well as a group. It's also been noted that they have spies in every single Discord. So you better keep your org's events hush-hush because Iron Point might come and crash it. And that is exactly what happened to the next organization on this list. Infed, otherwise known as Intergalactic Federal Something Ed. This is a blob org filled with nonsensical ranks. I mean, look at this. The confusion that these ranks give me. Oh my god. They're known to host massive in-org events with ground and air combat, but they can't successfully pull one of these events off without getting crashed by Iron Point. In fact, it got so bad that they even named one of their 890 jumps Iron Point's Kitten. Now, I can't understand why you would get mad when an org crashes your Milsim event, because isn't that what you trained for anyway? Like, wouldn't that be fun? Your whole org is there. I don't know. I mean, that's besides me. Now we'll be moving on from our honorable mention shit tier orgs to our shit tier orgs.
Snack. I'm a snack.
In religious news, we have the org Snek, or Vipera Vale. They are a growing org of simp charmers boasting that their version of snake oil is better than all the rest, now that they have at least one good pilot. What once was the queen of PvP, now is the queen of being the victim. And that's all I have about that org. Now, Skunk Works was supposed to be on this list. However, it took them 3 hours to prep and get ready, as usual, and they missed all the fun. And that's it. BSI, otherwise known as Black Star Initiative, teeters on the wannabe PvP org, Bob org scale. Now, we don't really know much about BSI, but nobody has anything bad to say about them. However, except for that one time that we fought them in the PU and every single one of their members was in a solo Connie, missile spamming the shit out of us. Chaos Squad. Honestly, I don't know much about these guys except for their wannabe Mongr Squad guys. We fought them once in the PU. It took 2 pilots to take down their whole entire org. Now, do take note that Chaos Squad talks a big game in global chat, like a cocky big game. But personally, I thought pirates didn't talk in global chat just so they could be incognito. But apparently these guys do. And then they get shit on. D34 is a shit tier pirate org that is known for their extensive use of roleplay, and you can catch them roleplaying.
Ghost Hello is still locked down under D34th Squadron. Call sign Noverbeard, sending distress beacon to Death Squadron, over. Death Squadron, do you copy? Over. This is D43 Squadron, we copy. Death Squadron, I've commandeered a C2 full of barrel, requesting immediate elimination of extraction. Affirmative.
However, when you find them, just like all the rest, they're most likely to server hop. I was going to roast Medrunners, but that would require me to sit at Everest Harbor for 3 hours and take 3 exams just to get my cert. LBH. Now, I hate these guys. LBH stands for League of Bounty Hunters. Now, they're very easily spotted in the PU because each of their gamer tags start with LBH. Now, I don't know what they're bounty hunting because they can't kill a PvP pilot, so I'm guessing it's NPCs. Word on the block is LBH loves flying hammerheads and redeemers, and somehow think they can kill players with it. But as we all know here, that is the first sign of Bobism. Mostly harmless. Now, I don't have much to say about this shit tier org. However, I do know that they are tinfoil hat wearing motherfuckers, and honestly, the name says itself. They are completely, mostly harmless. And from my knowledge, they seem to be gravitating around the tit of Shadow Moses to get protection. I'm going to bet my bottom dollar that these guys are the ones that want Master Modes to be a skill ceiling drop. But we'll see. If you want to be a Bob and think you're a bad boy, then this is your destination. Evil Org, the people who send a org invitation to every goddamn player that joins the game. They were most recently spotted at OrgCon getting griefed by Griefernet, wearing Medrunner uniforms, and damn was it funny.
That group is my beloved Evil Org. We play the role of the villain in your eyes, tell you to kill, and do it mindlessly. Some new pilot has accidentally parked in a restricted area?
Respect and props to this guy who completely ignored them and kept on going on with his speech. That's insane.
Because it doesn't end here in
I'm gonna
Stanton.
tie you
It ends
to the
when we cut off the head of the
radiator
Emperor.
and rape you. I'm gonna tie you to the radiator and rape you.
If any of you are tired of the UEE or their manipulations, I urge you to speak to me after the party, and I will share stories of the things that I've seen. I will not ask you to join us as other orgs might, but should you join...
They also wanted a 20v20 scrim with PAX, thinking they could go toe-to-toe with a PvP org. However, little did they know, PAX was only going to bring 3 pilots just to get the job done and show them who's boss. Anyway, as usual when it comes to Bobs, they completely forgot about the event and it never happened. And now for our bonus category, Aurora Squadron. These guys have been very mysterious. Nobody knows who they are, but some say they're a mix of alts from everybody in the PvP community. The one thing that we do know, though, is they only fly Auroras. They seem to like fucking with Heavy Bob's head and posting YouTube videos crapping on other orgs. But I mean, alright, look at this org on the RSI site. I mean, look how many members they have. That is unreal. And to my knowledge, nobody has figured out who they are yet. But we do have confirmation of a screenshot that was posted in a Discord from a Squadron Battles match, and it looks like they shit on Blackfleet, LR, and a bunch of other guys. And last but not least, we have the griefer section of the panel today. That would include Griefet. Now, Griefet is run by a gentleman called Esfer or Sfer or Suffer. We don't really know. But we do know that he is actually a giant teddy bear that just wants Medrunner to acknowledge him. The org consists of griefers nonetheless. They are shitty at dogfighting. In fact, they combat logged so much that when CIG released 3.20 with the addition of the no combat logging feature, we thought they were going to get wiped from existence. Now, I will say Griefet is growing in size, like exponentially, and it's getting pretty scary, and they're actually pulling off some wild stunts. For example, in this race to kill a dev and find a platinum card to win you an LTI F8C, Griefet has managed to get 2. I was given the opportunity to get an inside look at Griefet in their regular operations. I have some pictures which I'll show on the screen right now. This is Esfer in his natural habitat using a mantis with all of his Medrunner kills aside him. And the next picture is a Griefet victory over Evil Org or some other Bob tier org. They have some notable victories too, like the win against the 30v30v30 streamer tank battle that was supposed to happen. And my favorite, the one that I showed before, the one where they infiltrated Evil Org's roleplay. The rumors are true. Esfer is in fact a dev. That's why he isn't banned yet. Now, he is banned from Spectrum. However, I think he's serving 3 more years. Griefet has also been cited wearing Griefet booty shorts to bar citizens across the country, scaring the living shit out of Bobs. Alright, well, thank you for watching this episode of Org News, Happenings, and Updates. Be sure to tune in to the next episode. Anyway, I'm your host, Rivergrit. Thanks for watching, and if I see you in the verse, then GG's in advance.